Hey YouTube, what's up? I know I haven't made a video in a while since like around April 10th, I believe, was my last video that I've made, and then and on the 23rd of April, my grandma died, so I've been depressed about that for a while. But that's really not what's important. I wanted to make a new zombie video collection, so let's start here. I'm gonna start with the original Dawn of the Dead, directed by George Romero. It's a good movie. I would recommend getting this movie because it's got really good. Don't make a bootleg out of it because the bootleg doesn't really tell you very much. You don't get the awesome menu. You don't get a lot of stuff out of the bootleg. So just get the actual movie. Next one I got is another Romero classic. It's Day of the Dead. This is also a good movie. I would recommend getting this too. Um, I became really stupid, and now my family's on to me for it. Never mind. Next movie I got is Flight of the Living Dead. I think it's a good movie because it obviously takes place on a plane, and that's like the only movie I've ever heard that came up with that. So, Flight of the Living Dead, it's really funny. It's a good movie. I would recommend getting this movie too. So far, all the movies I'm about to show you, I would recommend getting. Except, unless I say I don't recommend or whatever. Next one I got is 28 Days Later. Um, I thought this movie was really good. Um, it was just a good movie. That's all I gotta say. I don't have very much to say about some of the movies here just because they're so good. Next movie I came up with was Fido. This takes place in like the 1950s or the 60s. It was a great movie when I bought it. I bought it, obviously brought it home, duh, and watched it. For some reason, the movie. Oh, never mind. It was a great movie. It's funny. You'll see what the joke is. There's like a little joke that they made in it, and you'll see what it is if you buy it. Next movie I'm gonna show you is not really a zombie movie, but they made it with animals, and it's Black Sheep. So obviously it's with sheep. You get bit by a sheep, you turn to a sheep. The guy had it starts off like this guy has a fear of sheep, and then as he grows up, his when they're like growing up, and he comes back to the farm to pay his debt or whatever, and it turns out that his brother made mixed all these chemicals or whatever together, and started turning all the sheep into like hungry monsters or whatever. uh, but it was a really good movie, and even though it does not they don't really use The Living Dead, it's still a good movie. It's kind of like The Living Dead. Next movie is The Return of the Living Dead. This movie's kind of messed up. The only way to kill the zombies is to set them on fire. That's kind of stupid on why they would do that, but it's still a good movie in my opinion. But they really messed up on the way to kill a zombies part. You can't decapitate them because that normally kills them or blow their head off. You just like you gotta set them on fire. So it's an interesting movie though, but still, they really messed it up. Next movie I got is Shaun of the Dead. I like this movie a lot. I thought it was really well done. Uh, well, pretty much all my movies were really well done, except for The Return of the Living Dead, because on the way to kill zombies. But I liked this movie. It was really good. It's funny too. They you'll see what if you don't have the movie. I would suggest buying that one big time because it's hilarious. Next two movies are kind of the same, so that's why I'm showing you both of these at once. It's the original Night of the Living Dead. Reason why I got both of these, not for the movie or originally, I got this one for the movie alone, but this one I got because it has a another movie on the, like, you flip the disc and you got House on Haunted. Oops, sorry. You got House on Haunted Hill, which stars Vincent Price. Vincent Price was one of my favorite actors, so that's why I got this one too. And I couldn't find House on Haunted Hill alone, so I obviously was forced to get that one. Next one I got is a really good movie, and the music's really good if you're a Western fan like me, kind of. So not really that bad. It's Undead or Alive. This is a zombie Western. Uh, Movie was good, but they really, really messed this one up. The only way to kill the zombies in this movie is you have to decapitate them. You can't shoot them in the head because that they just get back up. So you have to remove the zombie's head or split its head in half. So that's obviously the only way to do it. That. And then the next three movies I'm about to show you are Blu-ray. So let's just get this over with. This one is 28 Weeks Later. It's the sequel to 28 Days Later, and I did hear that they're making it 28 months later, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. This was a great movie. The music is awesome in this movie, so I would recommend getting this movie in DVD or Blu-ray, whatever. And then the next one I got is Zombieland. This movie was great. I actually found a torrent of this movie before it even came out. So this movie's great. I loved the beginning part and all the way through the movie. It's great. Next one I got is another Romero classic. It's Diary of the Dead. I made a bootleg of this like a while ago just to see what it was like. Didn't like it. Watched it again. Ended up liking it the second time, which kind of surprised me. So I found it on Blu-ray and I got it. This is a good movie. I would recommend getting this movie if you're a Romero fan like me, so get that movie. And then the last one I am showing you guys is the remake of Dawn of the Dead. This was a good movie. Back in its time, excuse me. Back in its time when it came out, it was really popular, and the bonus features on this movie are great. The movie, it's like a bunch of good stuff put onto one CD. So this movie is great. I would recommend getting this movie. And those are my zombie movies that I own. In the near future, or sooner, I'm going to be showing my favorite films. So I hope you enjoyed this little video that I made, and thanks for watching.